Okay, it's time for a heavily requested video. One comment. It's my third bookshelf tour. Now this might be a little bit optimistic what I'm showing you right now, because I'm actually supposed to get ready for a trip to Germany tomorrow. But instead I thought I would show you this, even though it's really late at night. That's why the lighting is a bit wonky. Where to start? I'm probably gonna start here. Sorry it's a bit dusty. I actually dusted a while back for you guys, and then I wasn't feeling so well. I'm standing on my bed, by the way. That's the creaky noise, and I'm probably gonna go through my bed and die. But anyway, I dusted a while back for you guys, the things I do, and I never dust, as anyone who knows me will tell you. Look at my TARDIS, that's horrible. And yeah, it didn't feel good, so I didn't film it then, and now I don't have time to dust, so please bear with me. First I'm gonna show you all the crap that's on my shelf. Here we have some, that was me, I accidentally stopped recording. Here we have some Topshop stuff, a Labello, and a Monster, of course. Happy Meal, I think. Some pretty hand soap, a Lucky Poo. You can't do without your Lucky Poo. A glow-in-the-dark frog, a diamond and a chicken, of course. Here we have Radagast, looking awesome. He's supposed to be great, that's not all dust. A Scarabee or so, I'm not sure what you call them in English. And a Hello Kitty that my mom doesn't have. One of these pretty sparkly things, that's all dust. Oh gosh. Tea light, TARDIS, and frogs, of course. So now I'm just gonna show you the books and first get rid of all of this stuff. Okay, I took this moment to dust a little bit. Oh, look at that. Okay, there's still... okay. We're not gonna look too closely. First is M for Magic by Neil Gaiman, which is short stories about magic, and it's awesome. And I love the cover. Oh my god. Yep, it's gone, and that's a lot of crap. Like I said, I'm getting really ready for a trip, so my room is extra messy, and I just got back from a trip, so yeah. I'm actually doing this the right way around. I almost said like this is my classic way of turning the books the wrong way around on my shelf, but I'm starting from the right. So yeah, we have Matched, really pretty cover. Then we have Crossed, normal, boring cover. And then we have Reached, which I started reading, as you can see, and never reached the end. Oh, I'm sorry, it's late, I'm tired. I want to read it. I know a lot of people didn't finish this series, but I actually liked the first book and the second book, so I might read it someday, but then I want to reread the whole thing as usual, so it's gonna take a while. Japanese Schoolgirl Confidential, basically. Oh, this is just a whole lot of stuff about Japanese school culture, which I really like because I'm really interested in Japan, and I bought because I thought it looked funny. I Was Jane Austen's Best Friend by Cora Harrison, A Secret Diary. I'm not quite sure what this was about. Obviously it's about the best friend of Jane Austen, it's fiction, and it was a lovely read. I do remember that. Then we have the Shiver series, another series that I never finished. I liked Shiver, but somehow never really got into it. And then I'm not even sure if I ever finished Linger. I don't think I did. But again, this is a series that maybe just wasn't working for me at that moment. And look at this pretty cover. So again, I might reread this someday and actually finish it. And then we have The Eternal Ones by Kirsten Miller, What If Love Refused to Die, and that is a beautiful book and I absolutely loved it. And now that I have it in my hands, I'm kind of wondering if it's a series or not, because I think it didn't end. I think it's a series, but I've never seen the second book anywhere. Then we have Luck's Beginnings, another really well-known series. I saw it with a lot of booktubers and it looked interesting. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I can't really say anything about it yet because I haven't read it. Oh, I'm gonna have to put you down. If you're trying to find any kind of order in my books, I think I've said this before, there is no order. I kind of just put it down based on when I get my books, and there's a little bit of a genre going on, but not really. Yeah, I know where all my books are, but there isn't really any kind of order. The Graveyard book by Neil Gaiman is awesome. It's a really fun book. I really recommend it. Then we have Bridge to Terabithia, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. And I love the book as well. I think I've read the book twice, and I've seen the movie more times than I can count. Tom's Midnight Garden. This was a weird read for me because it was one of the first times in my life that I think it was the first time actually, that I couldn't sleep at all. Like, you know, you have times where you can't sleep, but you kind of sort of sleep. This was just, I was wide awake. And so after 1 or 2 hours of trying to fall asleep, I just, oh my god, my bed is gonna die. I just started reading this one, and I finished it that same night. So it was kind of delusional because I was really sleepy, and it's about this kid that goes out at night as well. So that was really appropriate, and I think I really liked it. I don't really have a lot of memories about it, but I liked it. And then we have Once by Morris Gleitzman, which is about the Second World War, I think. Yeah. Everybody deserves to have something good in their life at least once. I'm not quite sure what the story was with this one, but I know it was really sad and really good. So you might want to check that out. Okay, I'm gonna have to put you down again. Okay, so here's the last part of the shelf. We have Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo, which is an awesome series. And if you haven't read this yet, don't worry if it's... I'm not sure if it's too hyped or something. Some people don't read books that are hyped, but I absolutely loved it. And it's one of my favorite series. And then there's Siege and Storm, which is book 2. And Rune and Rising, which is shiny and pretty and awesome. As you can see, they're all different sizes, which when I bought this still bugged me a lot. I was kind of getting over it. I'm sort of over it now. I still prefer them to be the same, obviously, but it doesn't bug me as much as it once did. But it was so good that I just bought the first copy I got my hands on, and yeah, I wasn't too bothered about the difference because of that. Then we have The Goddess of Legend by PC Cast. This is a fun series, by the way. It's all about different known characters or goddesses, and this person who falls into it. It's always kind of the same story, this person of our world getting into that world, but it's still really fun. This is about, oh yeah, this one is about Lancelot and King Arthur and everything, and it's really fun. I really liked reading that. And then we have The Goddess of Spring. I'm not sure what this one's about. Oh, this one's about Demeter. So it's all the goddesses, and that's pretty cool. I haven't read this one yet. It's from the House of Night series by PC Cast. The same author, it's not in the series. Then we have Forsaken, The Demon Trappers, which was... Is this the second book? No, it's the first book. This is Forsaken, The Demon Trappers by Jenna Oliver, and says on the back for older readers. Oh, there it is. Maybe because it deals with demons and things? I'm not quite sure why it is for older readers. But anyway, or maybe they just mean for teens. I really love this book. It's about this demon trapper who hunts demons and traps them. Shocker. And it's really, really good. And I think she's one of the only girls who does it, or like the only girl, and she gets a lot of, you know, people who don't appreciate that. And her dad was one, and he didn't want her to also do it. And I'm not too sure about everything, but I do think I bought the second book, and it's somewhere, and I really should reread this and finish this series. Then we have Unnatural Creatures, story selected by Neil Gaiman. There's a lot of Neil Gaiman on this shelf. And it has a really nice texture, and it's really... Oh, focus. Pretty. And it's basically just really weird short stories, and I definitely recommend them because they're all a lot of fun. I finished this book really fast. It was so much fun to read. And then we have... I'm not sure which one's book 1. This one, I think? Boris Koch, De Dragenflüsterer. I'm probably mispronouncing that. I bought these 2 books. It says The Dragon Whisperer, and it's basically about this boy who meets a dragon and kind of befriends him and has adventures. I don't really remember too much about it. I read the first book. I think this might be the first book actually. They have the same, yeah, this is the first book because this one is Der Schwur der Geachteten. I'm not even quite sure what that means. I basically bought these to practice my German, which can use some practice, as you can probably tell. And I read the first book and I really liked it, but again, I should stop reading first books when I don't have the entire series. I should probably reread that and then read the second book. It was really good though. Okay, so there are more shelves there and I'm gonna put all my stuff back. Okay, so again, I'm first gonna show you all the stuff that's on it. I have my, oh, it's also pretty dusty. Just ignore that. I have my Dutch Hello Kitty, which is actually kind of a rare plushie. There was this Hello Kitty exhibition and they sold this plushie there and I think it's really cute. I have another dragon with skulls on it and gorge stuff. My Grow and Pest collection, it started with just one. I think it started with Thor and yeah. So with Belle and Anna and Elsa and Olaf, and I'm not sure why they're smaller, Iron Man and Thor, which is awesome. I have had this for ages and I think it's really cool. It's a chalk. And then there's another Hello Kitty there. There's a bird whistle and these little guys, you know, those balls that you're supposed to turn around in your hand and they make a sound and they're really cute and awesome. So again, I'm gonna remove all my stuff and show you the books. Okay, it's getting pretty late, so this might actually be the last one that I do. We have, starting from the left, there's a book missing here, I'm not quite sure which one. Aristotle and Dante discover the secrets of the universe by Benjamin Alire Science. I have no idea. This is an awesome book. It won a lot of awards, as you can see, which doesn't always say anything, but yeah, it was a really fun book. Just a book about friendship and growing up and love and, you know, all those things. It was a really sweet book and it was a lot of fun to read. Then we have The Secrets of Life and Death by Rebecca Alexander, which I still haven't read. The Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor. Not the cover that I would really like, but it was really cheap at the book fair, so I just bought it anyway and figured if I ever get a lot of money I'm gonna buy the covers that I really like and donate these or give them away. Days of Blood and Starlight, also by Laini Taylor. Awesome series, by the way, if you haven't read it. Oh, I need to breathe. Look at all these books. Angels and Demons. It's a, oh, I'm just gonna put it here. It's the Mammoth, focus. The Mammoth Book of Angels and Demons. 27 stories by, there you go. And more, of course. Oh yeah, and many more. Cover looks awesome, if you ask me. Haven't read any of these yet. They're short stories, but I'm gonna. And more short stories. The Mammoth Book of Dark Magic, which also such a pretty cover, and I'm really excited to read these short stories. Then we have Rags and Bones. Includes stories by Neil Gaiman, Garth Nix, and Kemi Garcia. I thought these were basically retellings of fairy tales, but they're just retellings of... There is... Oh, do you see all the dust? Oh my god. My bed is right underneath here, so I'm probably gonna die in my sleep. I thought these were all... you know, what did I say, fairy tales that they told differently. And I think there's one or two fairy tales, but the rest is just well-known short stories that I don't know. And I'm not quite sure if I should read those short stories first or not. If you've read this book, let me know. If you or just your opinion, should I read those short stories first or just read these and just join? I'm so tired. It's so hot in here. I have this lamp and it's killing me. Oh, yeah, so, what should I do? Let me know. Then we have The Sin Eater's Daughter by Melinda Salisbury, and it's such a good book. And I'm seeing a lot of books now that I think I should really check if there's part 2 already, and read those before I forget what they're about. But I don't have any money left. Harry, A History by Melissa and Nellie. I absolutely love this book. It's basically about her and her adventures with Harry, like, you know, the books, just her and the fandom and meeting J.K. Rowling, and just, you know, you get this awesome tingly feeling reading this, if you're a Harry Potter fan, of just, I don't know, just loving it and just remembering those good old days, standing in line for the next volume and talking to your friends about Harry Potter and waiting for the next book and getting your hands on the next book. And it honestly made me cry once or twice. If you don't know, Harry Potter is my favorite book series of all time. They're my favorite books, and if you're a massive fan, this is definitely a book for you. If you're just a casual fan or just like them, it's probably not for you, but you probably guessed that. So yeah, there. Then we have Hush Hush by Rebecca Fitzpatrick. I'm not sure, is this the first book? Because then I've read it. I think so, yeah, this is the first book. I like this book. I know a lot of people don't like it. At least I've heard people saying they don't like it. I bet a lot of people do. But I really liked it. Still have to read part 2, obviously, because that's a theme here. I Am Number 4 by Pittacus Lore. I absolutely loved it. Not too keen on the movie, but it was okay. But the book is much better. Then we have Wise Child, an old book by Monica Furlong. This is actually in a series. You have Wise Child and you have Juniper, yeah. And not the prettiest of covers, although it's not bad. I read these books in Dutch when I was a kid. Borrowed them from the library more than once, and I absolutely loved them. They're about magic, but not, you know, hocus pocus magic, but more herbs and stuff, like really realistic magic. And I absolutely loved it, and it's amazing, and I really, really recommend it. Then we have The Never Ending Story by Michael and the haha. That means, yeah, you know, ending. Anyway, I really like this cover. I bet I don't really have to say anything about this. If you haven't read it, if you've seen the movie when you were a kid or something, or the series, definitely check out the book. And if you haven't, also check out the book. It's really good. Then we have Terry Pratchett books, The Color of Magic, the first book in the Discworld series. I've read it and I absolutely loved it. It was really funny. And then we have, I think, the second and the third book, The Light Fantastic. Haven't read it yet. Gonna. And Equal Rights, which looks awesome. Haven't read it yet, the third book. Then we have the Chrystomanci series by one of my favorite authors ever, and I always mispronounce her name, Diana Wynne Jones. I always say Diane. Diana Wynne Jones, The Chronicles of Chrystomanci, Volume 1, has 3 books in it. And Volume 1, 2, and 3, so it's 9 books. And it's absolutely awesome. If you like funny books and children's books and magic and or just any of those things, I really recommend them. Gosh. Okay, then we have Torchwood Exodus Mode by John and Caroline E. Barrowman. So by, yes, focus, by him himself. I think this is basically, you know, what happens after the series ended. And it's written by Jack, so, you know, where can you go wrong? I haven't read it yet though, but I really want to. Oh, and then you have, there you go, the Lyrium series by Lauren Oliver. I have this one. I have different copies, as you can tell. The first book in the series. It's really, gosh, almost fell. Second book, I really love this cover. Pandemonium, and this is, by the way, the classic me way of sometimes storing my books. And Lauren Oliver Requiem, which is the third book, and it's really good. It's dystopian. I love it. I recommend it. And it's tired. It's tired. Oh my gosh. It's late. I'm tired. I'm sweating. You're welcome for that visual image. I'm not gonna show you. I'm not gonna do that to you. And this was my third book tour. I hope you really like it. It's my bookshelf tour. This is on my junk in one spot. Sorry these take so long and that there's so much time in between. But here you go. You have part 3. For part 4 I'm gonna do this. And the books behind it. And then we have these and more books. But I bought a shitload of books on holiday, so I might need to put those in places first. I also have new place for my books there on my zoom in on my closet. Yes, that's a Totoro. all kinds of nerdy stuff and books, and there are DVDs, and behind that is more books. So yeah. I hope you really enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and let me know if you want to see another book shelf tour, and I will make it a bit sooner this time than last time. Yeah, and if you want to see more bookish videos, please subscribe. And if you want to see videos about my holiday, I'm gonna upload one on my other channel, Nora's World, soon, I hope. And my mom uploaded a lot of hilarious holiday videos, so if you want to see those, I'm gonna link them below. So yeah, I hope you have a lovely day, and I hope you read all the books. Goodbye.